You're gonna wanna pay attention to this because what I'm about to tell you could affect your ability to get approved for a credit card, a car loan, mortgage, business funding, and even the interest rate you're paying right now. But here's the even crazier part. Most people still think credit works the same way it did 5 years ago. And unfortunately, it doesn't, because the credit game is changing right in front of our own eyes. Banks are changing, lenders are changing, artificial intelligence is changing, and even the way risk is being measured is changing. Now, before somebody jumps into the comments and says, Mike, a FICO score is still a FICO score. Yes, but that's not the whole story anymore, because lenders today are looking beyond the score. And if you're only focused on the number, you might be missing the bigger picture. So in today's video, I'm going to break down what's changing, what lenders are paying attention to now, and what could hurt you moving forward. And most importantly, what you can do right now to stay ahead of the game. And trust me, the last thing we're going to talk about is something almost nobody is preparing for. But let's start with something that most people don't realize. Your credit score has never been the only thing lenders look at. It was just the easiest thing to understand. You could have a 760 score and still get denied. You could have a 680 score and still get approved. Why? Because lenders have always looked at risk. The difference now is they're getting much better at measuring it. We're seeing more lenders use artificial intelligence. We're seeing more lenders use automated underwriting. We're seeing more lenders use behavior-based decision models. In other words, they're not just asking, what's your score? They're asking, how do you manage money? How often do you use credit? How stable is your credit profile? How likely are you to become a future risk? And that's a completely different question. And that's why some people with decent scores are getting shocked when they get denied. The score may look good, but the profile doesn't. Now let's talk about something we covered recently. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau recently issued guidance that allows lenders to consider factors beyond what many people traditionally expected. And we've also seen increasing discussions around how lenders evaluate long-term repayment ability. So what does that mean? It means lenders are becoming more cautious. Think about what's happening. Higher interest rates, more delinquencies, more credit card debt, more auto loan defaults, more consumers carrying balances, and banks are reacting. And when banks get nervous, they tighten standards. This happens every single cycle. The mistake people make is thinking, my score is good, so I'm safe. Not necessarily, because lenders are increasingly focused on overall risk. Listen, I'm gonna give you a quick little example. I recently applied for an auto loan, and I got denied like very quickly, and I was just like, well, that was kind of crazy because my auto lending score is massive. I built a crazy credit profile. So the finance manager was like, well, this is kind of weird. Let me give them a call and see what's going on. I want to see what's really going on here. He came back and he said, yeah, you're definitely approved. And that was all AI. He's like, they didn't like the risk involved on your credit profile because you have a crazy credit profile. You got these massive limits. You're not carrying any debt. So it just sends off weird red flags. That's exactly what the underwriters told them. And I was like, well, here we go. That was proof. This was just like 2 months ago. But now here's where things get interesting. A lot of people are obsessed with increasing their score by 20 points. Meanwhile, they're ignoring the things that actually matter. For example, maxed out credit cards, too many inquiries, too many new accounts, large balances, thin credit profiles, unstable payment patterns. Those things tell a story, and lenders are reading that exact story. Imagine two people, both with a 720 credit score. Person number one, 3 credit cards, 10 years of history, low utilization, no late payments, stable profile. Person number 2, 7 accounts, high balances, multiple inquiries, recent debt increases, same score, completely different risk profile. Which one do you think the bank prefers? Exactly. Now let's switch gears here and let's talk about AI, because this is where I think the biggest changes are happening. Artificial intelligence is becoming involved in everything. Fraud detection, identity verification, account monitoring, underwriting, risk analysis. We've already covered stories where AI systems flagged consumers incorrectly. We've seen people have accounts restricted, transactions reviewed, applications delayed. The reality is this: AI is becoming another layer of decision making. And whether we like it or not, lenders are investing billions into it. So moving forward, consumers need to focus on consistency. The cleaner your profile looks, the easier it becomes to pass automated reviews. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Tanya. Tanya's credit score went up 289 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Christian's credit score went up 366 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And let's not forget about Allison. Allison's credit score went up 204 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. And if you've been subscribed to my channel or followed me anywhere on social media, you should know that I've been preaching consistency for over a decade now, because nobody else talks about it for some reason. And then they wonder why they get denied. But now let's discuss something that could surprise a lot of people, because your credit report is becoming more valuable than ever. Not just your score, your report, because that's where lenders see everything: the payment history, the balances, the inquiries, the age of accounts, and of course, even the bad stuff, the collections, the charge-offs, the trends. And of course, trends matter. A lender doesn't just want to know where you are today, they want to know where you are heading. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but that's a fact. And balances rising? Are payments becoming inconsistent? Are new debts appearing? And those trends can influence lending decisions. And that's why I keep telling people, don't wait until you need credit to start fixing your profile. Build before you need it. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes I see: people chasing shortcuts. They want a quick credit score increase, a quick approval, a quick funding solution. But lenders are increasingly rewarding stability. Consistency wins. Low utilization wins. Long account history wins. On-time payments win. Responsible credit management wins. The fundamentals still matter. In fact, they matter more than ever, because technology is making it easier for lenders to identify risky behavior. Last part's the most important. Now here's what I would do if I was rebuilding my credit from scratch today. Number one, get a few quality accounts. Not 20 accounts, quality accounts. And I'm talking about from credit unions. Starting with credit unions is the key. The bigger the credit union, the better options you're going to have. Number two, keep utilization under 9% all the time. Number three, never miss payments. I mean, it's a pretty simple one, but apparently a lot of people don't understand that. Number four, avoid unnecessary inquiries. Just stop applying for everything and anything. You don't need it. Number five, monitor your actual FICO scores, not just educational scores that you get for free everywhere, and not Credit Karma scores, because that's not what lenders use. More than 90% of lenders are going to use some type of FICO scoring algorithm of some sort. There's going to be a link in my bio and in the video description for anyone that needs to get their FICO scores. You can get them for $1 on a 14-day trial, I believe. And number six, review your credit reports regularly. I'm talking about at least once a month at minimum. You should be checking it at least once every 2 weeks just to make sure everything's in line, because you never know. And no, I'm not talking about be on there all the time looking at your reports. That's not necessary, because remember, they only look at a snapshot of your credit report and update it once a month, and that's it. And number seven, fix inaccurate information immediately, because every error you leave on your report becomes a part of the story lenders are reading. So of course the big question is, are credit scores changing? Yes, but maybe not in the way that most people actually think. The numbers still matters, but lenders are looking deeper now. They're looking at behavior, patterns, risk, stability, consistency, and that's where the opportunity is. Because while everybody else is obsessing over a score, you can focus on building a stronger overall profile. And that right there single-handedly puts you ahead of the average consumer. But of course, I want to hear from you. What's your current credit score goal? 700, 750, 800, 850? Drop it in the comments for me. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here, because it's going to show how AI will do all the work for you, mail the letters, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.